Morning. This video is designed to complement Brian McElmoyle's solo training videos, giving you a longer video that has many repetitions that you can follow along. Specifically today, we're going to be working with Fendente strikes, so downward cuts from two high posta di donna, posta finestra on the right, left, with a square stance, increasing front foot cuts, passing step cuts, and then we will go to refused. So we'll belay, both feet going back, and then we will be cutting passing steps. A quick note, the increasing step off the front foot is typically used when we're doing a cover, so we're cutting into an incoming attack, and the passing step is typically used when you're entering or striking into distance of your opponent. Although it can be used as somebody's attacking, you can step in deliberately to cover while reducing distance in order to close for straddle plays. That's more advanced, and there are, of course, risks to that. However, today we're just working on polishing the technical skill of cutting from these posta. As a review, a Fendente cut. I'm going to start with the donna, but a Fendente cut is a downward true edge strike, teeth to knees, typically ending in a low posta. However, we can end in posta longa, especially if there's a blade engagement. Again, from right, posta di donna, Fendente, using true time. So you're going to put your weight on your front foot as your body twists, and as your hands come out in front of your face. So now we're fighting behind our weapon. We step with the passing step if that's what we're doing, and come down. We're actually going to start with the increasing step for the first sequence. So we're going to have our front foot increase or just step out. So in that case, the weight goes onto the back foot. Now, if you're refused like this, your weight is already on the back foot, which means it's easier to just bring that front foot out as you come through the center. So that's what we're going to do first. So we're going to do 20 Fendente cuts from the donna. We're going to do it with a square, non-refute position. So our shoulders are square facing the target, knee over the toe, shoulders width wide, between the feet, shoulder and a half long. And we're in posta di donna. And we're going to be cutting 20 cuts here. So we're going to do this with an increasing front foot step, as if we were defending an incoming strike. And then we're going to take that down to we're going to take this one to longa. We're going to strike to here for the first strike, first sequence of strikes. All right. So we're going to do 20 of those. I'm just going to adjust the camera. 20 Fendentes from di donna on the right. Starting now. 1. Reset. 2. Reset. Increasing front foot step with these. 3. Reset. 4. Reset. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. Take a quick break, grab a drink of water. So that was 20 Fendentes from Didana, non-refused, with an increase in front foot step, as we would use for a Largo cover, for example. Next. We're going to do 20 from the refused position. So again, the refused position, your feet are facing square on, and you go up on the balls of your feet, and you turn both feet 45 degrees backwards. Now, it's almost like we're standing in our, well, it is like our stance is, we're standing our stance facing this way, and we're just looking over our left shoulder. And we're going to go to a very pulsa vita Didana posture. So we're going to be almost like we have the blade down our back. I call this stabbing someone behind you, and I teach it to recruits. Now we're going to increase with the front foot here as we cut. If you're a newer recruit and you find this footwork difficult, do the cut without that footwork. Just turn in place. So volta stabile in your turn, there. And again, here. So we're bringing the weapon in front of us and striking. I have a habit of opening my hands. I'm trying to work on that. Try to keep your hands relaxed on your grip, but closed all the way through. Ready? We're going to do 20 of these now. From refuse, so our feet are facing this way, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Take a quick break, grab a drink of water. If you're finding the pace too quick, do every other strike, or you can slow the video down to half speed. Right. Now we're going to do this with a passing step. First of all, we'll do this square with the passing step, then refuse with a passing step. So we're lined up square, front foot pointing at the opponent, back foot, shoulders width wide, up to 45 degrees. Our shoulders are in line, square. Right, we have a very wide profile in this case. Up to Didana, trying not to hit the ceiling. And I'm going to step with my right foot, my passing step. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to load up the front foot as my hands are coming forward. When my blade is in front of my face, here, I'm going to step with the right foot and come forward. With these drills, as we stop in lunga, you can see how if we had a blade engagement and we'd won the center, we could follow up with a thrust. But we're not doing thrust today, we're doing cuts. Again, we're square, we're in Didana, and as we come forward, we're going to step. I used to say, or some instructors say, visualize an elastic band from the pommel to the back of your back heel, so your right heel in this case. I find for myself lately, visualizing, I'm holding an elastic band, end of an elastic band, and my hand, when it gets to full extension, then has a connection to my heel and pulls my heel forward. Whatever works, visualization is a tool. Once again, slow. As we come in front of our face and our blade is coming and starting to pass the vertical and descend is when our right foot starts and our right foot and our hand land at the same time. We're going to do 20 of these fendentes from di donna with the passing step. Either we're attacking someone, so we're entering, or in the advanced case, defending deliberately with the passing step to get to stretto. Ready? 20 of these. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good. Take a quick break. If your shoulders, elbows, knees start hurting, stop. Slow down. Wait until another time and try it again. Maybe at half speed. If you haven't picked up the longsword in a while, or if you are new to the longsword, some of these muscles and some of these strains can be a bit sore, or make you a bit sore and tiring to start with. You got to work up your endurance. It's all good. So that was passing step from non-refused. Guess what? Now we're going to do passing step from refused. You will see a consistent pattern through the drills that I do. I try to set a structure and then layer them across different actions, which also allows you to follow along easier because it will just become second nature once we get to the second or third pattern that we're doing today. And if you watch these videos multiple times, again, these drills become like old friends. It's one instructor of mine used to say. So now we're going to be refused. We're going to start with our stance, and then we're going to go up on the balls of both feet, turn them 45 degrees this way, and to di donna posa vita. Posa vita just meaning I'm really ready to strike, or that's one interpretation, striking posa vita, right? So we're going to volta stabile partway through the turn, and then we're going to pass with the right step and come out. And we're going to do 20 of these. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good. Shake it out, grab a drink of water. It's our first set of 4 done. across from right the Donna. Get a quick drink of water. Newer students, if you're finding this overwhelming, just focus on the basics. Not even stepping, just the movement of the sword in front of the face, to the front of the face. So cutting, making sure you're using true time. So making sure you're moving your hand first, then your body foot, and body second, and then if you're stepping, next. Advanced students, if you're bored, things to check on. When you're refused, are you turning enough so you can see the back of your club shirt? Are you maintaining eye contact with the video at all times? Through these drills, you don't want to turn and look over here like I did a couple of times through those sets. Keep your focus as if you're fighting. Are you coming to the same spot every time? So if you're doing these with a mirror or to a screen, you can, in the mirror, you can watch your technique. With the screen, you can say, am I coming to a single, like the light on the top of my screen where the recorder is, for example, am I coming to the same spot every time, right? So precision. You could, if you're advanced, try to beat me on speed. See if you can do these cuts faster. So I might be going at this speed. See if you can keep your technique and go that fast. New recruits, ignore that. You want to go steady and slow and develop the skill. Plenty of time for developing your speed later. Moving on, we're going to do the same series of patterns from Fenestra. Starting out square, i.e. non-refused. Left foot forward in this case, right foot at a 45-degree angle, shoulder width wide, shoulder and half width long. Here, going up to right window or right fenestra. What are we going to do? We're going to drop the point past our left shoulder. And then as it starts going forward, we're going to come forward for the cut. Now we're going to start doing this with an increasing left foot step as we would for a cover at largo. If you find this complicated, ignore it and just do the cut without any footwork. So for advanced students, that's what we're doing. For new students, do this without the cut, just stand in place. Note that, again, for advanced students, there are varying degrees from a long compass to a action that starts and only goes to about the elbow to a short little turnover. As you shorten the action, it becomes much less powerful, but quicker. And the last action would be if you could be wound, a bound, and then wind on the blade. For this specific case, we're going to do the full compass cuts. New recruits, if you don't know what I'm talking about, ignore it. Ready? I'm going to do it slow a couple of times, and then we'll go faster. Fenestra, left foot forward, and cut. Visualize that you're staying behind your center of balance. So your center of balance, which is typically 3 to 5 inches out from the cross guard, is what's rotating in a line between your eyes and their eyes, for example, such that I am staying behind my weapon as I cut. Ready? Let's do 20 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good. Shake it off. That was from Fenestra non-refused with an increasing step. Now we're going to do it from Fenestra refused with the passing step. Ready? We're going to stand in our stance. We're going to turn both feet 45 degrees. We're going to go up to Fenestra here, and we're going to increase our left foot volta stabile. If you're advanced, you can also pop out the front foot here and then volta stabile. Right? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 17, 19, 20. Shake it off. Close Fenestra, refused. Sorry, cutting Fendente from the right, refused, and then non-refused. With the left foot step. Now we're going to cut the passing step from Fenestra on the right with the Fendente. First of all, we'll do that square. So our left foot's going to be forward. We're going to go up to Fenestra. Now as we cut, we're going to step with the right foot, otherwise known as the passing step. Starting in our stance, putting our weight into our front foot, landing on the ball of our foot to land in our stance, which will look from Fenestra like this. Hands are going forward, step initiates, the foot lands with the blade. One thing of note, in the Guelph, our provost teaches us, instead of having a square straight on longa, you'll see me come to a sided longa, if you will. This allows us to take the center a little bit easier. It's an interpretational difference across the clubs. Regardless, this is how I'm running the drills today. Left foot forward, Fenestra on the right, square, so we're non-refused, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, please hold. you know, it's a live show, unedited and brought to you without any editing. Let's start at 15. Ready? 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good. Roll your shoulders. You might wonder why I'm doing it in this space instead of my backyard or the basement. The basement has 6-foot ceilings, so it's hard to do overhead cuts. The backyard has chances of rain, and I don't want to get my equipment wet. Plus, there are times when I hear people say, can't train at home because I don't have enough space. Well, this is, what, 3.5 feet wide, maybe 4 feet wide by 7 feet? Maybe a little bit longer than 7 feet, 8 feet. So it's your typical space when you push your bed to the side you might have in a bedroom, like I do. So this way I can say, as long as you've got 4 feet by 8 feet, you can do the drills with a high enough ceiling, right? If you don't have a high enough ceiling, instead of using a sword, get like a 3-foot piece of wood doweling, let's say. Something that's short enough that you don't hit the ceiling and go through the same body mechanics. Moving on. We were just doing right fendente with a passing step from finestra, from using square posta. Now we're going to go to refuse. So this will be refuse posta vita. We're going to take our feet and point them 45 degrees back. We're going to go up to finestra. And for advanced students, make sure that you get your timing right. For recruits, slow it down if you have to, or follow along. Just do your best. Ready? 1. So this is with the passing step. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good. So I've used up the time I budgeted to do this video with today. Another time, I'll do the same drills from the left. Keep training, stay safe, and I hope you have a good day.